Hi there, I'm Christy and I welcome you back to Module 4 of the course Values Education for College Preparedness. Today, let us learn about goal setting. Here are what we hope to achieve. At the end of this lesson, you, the learner, will be able to first understand what goal is, appreciate the WOOP method as a strategy in goal setting, and create an action plan to achieve goals. Now, have you ever heard of a genie? Perhaps it has crossed your mind before. We often relate genie stories to wishes granted from a magical bottle. For our activity today, I want you to imagine you have that bottle and a genie comes out from it, offering to fulfill 3 wishes. Take a moment to consider what 3 wishes you would ask for in your current situation. Share this exercise with a friend and enjoy thinking about your dreams together, making it both fun and thought-provoking. Now, how did it go? Still with a friend, share your realizations, feelings, and thoughts. For many people, feelings often include joy, excitement, and sometimes overwhelming emotions. Thoughts might range from hopeful anticipation to thoughts about potential obstacles. Some enjoy simply imagining wishes, like when we blow out birthday candles. On the other hand, responses to the second question might reflect a sense of looking forward to the future, excitement about achieving goals, and the freedom to dream. It's important to remember that everyone has their own unique perspectives on wishes and dreams. Are wishes equivalent to goals? The answer is that wishes do not become goals until they are made SMART. SMART. Did you have the same thought? Typically, wishes lean towards fantasies or dreams, what we envision happening or having that would bring us joy. When wishes evolve into goals, they become precise declarations or expressions of intent. This involves a clear intention or purpose to turn them into actionable steps towards achieving objectives. Nonetheless, a wish can serve as a solid beginning point for setting a goal, as what we will be exploring today. There were 2 types of goals: tangible and intangible. Tangible goals are those possessions you aim to acquire, such as nice house, a car, or a medal as Dean's Lister. Meaning, these goals can be counted or measured, while intangible goals are those goals that cannot be directly quantified, such as improving your self-esteem, abilities, or talents. Another way to categorize goals is to classify them as long-term and short-term. Oftentimes, when we set goals, we think of the future, right? For example, the goal is to graduate on time or become a businessman in the next years. These are long-term goals. In order to achieve these goals, one starts by accomplishing small steps by setting short-term goals. Examples of short-term goals are those in our day's to-do list, like completing one concept paper for the day, arranging documents in the folders, or finishing errands in morning and other routine-related goals. It is important to set goals as it will keep you focused and guided as you work on your success. Now, there are many ways on how to set a goal, but here is one way that might work for you. This was developed by Gabrielle Oettingen. It is called the WOOP method. W is for wish, O is for outcome, O is for obstacle, and P for plan. With this method, one may start imagining what he hopes to achieve or to happen. As we learned earlier, a wish or a dream can be a good start for creating a goal. In creating goals, one must consider writing it in a smart way. S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for relevant, and T is for time-bounded. I want you to consider this example. Your wish is to achieve a high mark in your math class. To convert this into a SMART goal, you would articulate it as obtaining a 1.5 mark in my Math 101 class this first semester of AY 2024-2025. This goal is specific because it clearly states the desired grade of 1.5. Now, is it measurable? Absolutely, as you can track your progress towards achieving the 1.5 grade. Next is it attainable? Yes, of course. Based on your past performance, available resources, and support, it is realistic to reach this academic milestone. Is it relevant? Yes, as it represents a significant step towards academic success. Finally, it is time-bound since it specifies achieving the goal within the time frame of the first semester of the academic year 2024-2025. Next is outcome, for O in the WOOP method. Visualize the best possible outcome of achieving your wish. Imagine how you would feel and what positive effects it would have. For example, achieving a 1.5 mark in my Math 101 class means academic success. Perhaps I'd be in the Dean's List, which opens opportunities for career advancements. Achieving this would bring me happiness, fulfillment, and inspire me to continue progressing. Barriers or hindrances are inevitable. However, in the WOOP method, we identify the potential barriers or obstacles ahead so we have ways to prevent or control its effect on our achievement of goals. Obstacles can be workload that may be affecting the time allotted for studies. Also, resources such as gadgets, important in doing academic tasks as a working student. Next is plan. Now think of actionable steps to address the obstacles identified. In case of getting 1.5 mark in Math 101, the plan is maybe to create a priority list and checking on what resources can be utilized inside the school, such as computer laboratories or libraries. So how's everything going? I hope you enjoyed our activity for today, and I hope that you have now set your goals, especially in succeeding in this course. So I'll see you next session. That would be all for today.